some kind of way here. Bear with me. I'm not in my regular BT device here. I'm using something different today. So anyway, what's good, grown folks? It's telling me to rotate it. I don't want to rotate it. Okay, maybe I will. Okay, how y'all doing? This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I'm here this afternoon with some afternoon grown folk talk. And for some reason, this thing is having me look like this. I'm going to look like this. And see if I can do this right. Well, anyway, what's up, you guys? It is hot. You hear me? Hot. Hot outside. Um, it has been an interesting day, I must say. I started off with rush, having to go here, there. I had to take my car in and get me a rental car because my doggone mirror was side swapped off my car. And I'm sitting up here. I'm in the car, you guys. I'm trying to get this right. I can see y'all, but y'all can't. Okay. Let me see. Let me rotate it this way. Rotate it this way. You know, I may have to start this video again. Okay, here we go. So anyway, I my mirror was side swapped off my car on Monday evening and pissed me off. The whole mirror on the passenger side, door damage, everything. Just, things people do, I tell you. And now I'm having to get this doggone thing fixed. Window don't work, mirror hanging off, body work on the door, all that. So it made me want to have a sucker today. Well, actually, you guys, this sucker here, this is one of them good ones. It has like a watermelon in the middle, and let me see what it's called. It's called caramel apple pop. Pretty good. Um, I don't do candy too much, but every now and again, you want a little something, you get something. And today was one of those days. So anyway, this is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith. Afternoon thoughts for you, chiming in. It's hot in this car that I'm sitting in right now, so I'm going to be brief with this and just reach out and touch. Had some things today all on my mind about just, man. You know, let's start off talking about friendships. Friendships, solid friendships, real solid friendships. That's what I'm talking about. I'm from the old school somewhat, and friendships was everything. When you had a solid, real cool friend, that you grew up with, that you was hanging with for years. You didn't have no kids, then you had kids, and your kids grew up together. That's priceless, and you don't see a whole lot of that anymore. And you don't see a lot of the longevity and the commitment and the loyalty with friendships. And that thought went across my mind. I am a loyal friend. I'm a friend to the end. I am a real friend. If I'm not your friend, I'm just your acquaintance. That's something totally different. But when it comes to friendship, I'm one. I'm that one. And I expect that in return. And once that's breached, the loyalty, the commitment, the connection, all of that, then I have to handle and deal with you differently. And that was just something I thought about today because I reached out to an old friend not long ago, just to say hey, and found out that this person was no longer here, and it wrenched my heart out because I'm like, wow, what happened? We lost touch, and then when I finally got with them, saying, what's up, reaching out, I'm seeing all over their social media page that condolences and stuff like that. And I'm like, what? When did this happen? What happened? So we have to cherish the moments. We have to connect with those that are worthy of connecting with. We have to appreciate the longevity and the loyalty of true friendship. If someone is solidly your friend, they're not going to just be here today and disappear tomorrow. They're not going to be talking shit behind your back. They're not going to be trying to bombard, you know, you with a bunch of negative feedback, or trying to downplay you in any way to anybody. And they will get in somebody else's butt for coming at you or about you in a bad way. Hmm. That's a real friend. For real. That's a real friend. So anyway, I had to share that. And I'll be all over the place with these afternoon thoughts, you guys, and bear with me. I jump around, but that's all good. That's why I love you grown folks, because I can go there. I can do this. And I want you to respond back and go there too. Because we all got to be there for one another, right? Right. And this is why I do what I do. So, on that note, let's talk about. I had did a post on Facebook about if you found a condom in your mate's purse or pocket, wallet, whatever. It was a condom package or two. And you don't use condoms with one another. You guys, you just don't go there, right? You don't have to. You've been together, you've been committed. You don't go there with the condoms. But you found one or two in their little purse or wallet or pants pocket or whatever it was you was going through. Sometimes as women, we go through the pockets when we're washing clothes or doing laundry and things of that nature. And you'd be surprised at the things that you find in your dude's pocket. It's not that you're searching, it's just that you got to take stuff out so it won't leak and bleed all over stuff in the wash machine, right? So, my suggestion is if you have a woman that does your laundry, check your pans before you throw them in the dirty clothes or wash your own laundry, because there's some stuff that's found in those pockets that's not always so pleasant. So on that note, what do you do when you run into a situation and your lady left her purse open and she happened to run to the bathroom, and pow, right there with her lipstick and her powder and her mirror and her all her stuff that we put in our purses. You see these condoms. Do you confront her? Do you accuse her? You know, do it make you second guess some stuff? Do you start watching her? Do you stop trusting her? The same with women. I mean, the first thing a person will come out and attack you about is, oh, you effing somebody else. Oh, you doing this and that. Oh, you cheating on me. Why you got a condom? Why you need a condom? Some people go to the doctor, quiet as it's kept. They go to the doctor and the doctor gives them condoms. hmm The doctor will give them condoms. They went for their checkup, and they gave them a handful of condoms. Especially if you go to, I know back in the day you used to go to Planned Parenthood and stuff like that, and shit, they would give you a whole bag of goodies to help you through. Whatever it is you needed or was using, they would give you stuff so that you can exercise safe sex and safe bonding. And some doctors' offices will do the same thing. So it's not always that they're. You guys excuse the noise, the motorcycles, everything. I'm doing an afternoon break, so I'm outside in nature. So ain't no telling what we may hear going by. But so you have those who sometimes they get their little goodie bags from the doctor, and they've never messed around on you and have no intentions on messing around on you. They just have some goodies in the bag. So she could have been on her way from a doctor's appointment. Um, She could be one that just keep them in her purse. Yeah, I don't want to say just because, but just like she keep everything else in her purse. I mean, I don't know. That's a thin line. I mean, if my dude had condoms in his pocket, I definitely would want to know why, where these came from, why they in your pocket, and whatever he told me, I would respect that and try to trust what he says. Now, if he gave me any other indication of not being able to trust him or not coming home at night or whatever else comes with that, then that may cause for further, talking and trying to determine where we're at. But just to find a pack of condoms, I don't think I would condemn the relationship based on that. But that's just me. Um, so, what is it you would do? You found a pack of condoms in your girl's purse. I'm sorry, but this is good. Or you found a pack of condoms in your dude's pocket. What would you do? hmm Something to think about, huh? Because a lot of times we're so quick to accuse our partners into doing things that they're absolutely not doing. You feel me? It's I don't know if it's insecurities, if it's trust issues or what. But a lot of times you're accusing, and you may have a good one that, we all get temptation. You get people coming at you every day. Especially if you look nice, if you got a little something going on, if your personality shines, all that stuff. You got people that are going to come at you. If you're in the limelight, you're going to have it. So you have to trust and respect the fact that your mate got this. And you can't be insecure about that. But some people just have issues with the trust thing. So they start accusing you. hmm And so what happens when they start accusing you is you start questioning why you're being faithful in the first place, right? So it's like, why am I being faithful to this man or to this woman, and they keep on beating me up about doing some things outside of our relationship. They don't trust me. So why not? I might as well just go on and get at little big booty Susie. I might as well get at, hang low John. I mean, hey, and hey, that kind of rhyme, huh? Hang low John. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, so it may want to push you to do that because you're being accused of it anyway, right? Stop accusing your man or your woman of doing things when you don't, A, have proof that they're doing it, B, you know, it's just something that you're feeling in your gut, or C, you done found a condom in their purse or their wallet. I mean, doesn't mean something all the time, you guys. It does not always mean something. So sometimes when you get to accusing, you push them. You push them to a level where they say F it and just go on out and just do them. They may still stay with you, but they're going to do some things because they feel like they're being accused anyway. Okay, stop it. Stop doing that. Had to share that with you guys. Thought of the moment. Also, let's talk a moment about, I know we all have those acquaintances that's always talking about somebody else and their relationship, somebody else and their issues. They talking about that person's man, or they talking about that person's woman. Always doing these things. At the same time, I guess they have a perfect relationship at home with who they're with because they never have anything negative to say about their situation. And you also have those who don't have a relationship at all. They single. They ain't doing nothing. They really want what you got. That's another topic. But anyway, we all have those that do run their mouths about what's going on in your situation. They got some feedback to say to you, that's negative about your situation, and they got feedback to give others that's negative about your situation. Stop doing that, you guys. Stay in your own backyard. And if you are going to sit up and talk about somebody, talk to somebody about their issues, make sure that they have invited you to talk about it. Make sure that you're talking about it with them and they've asked for your opinion about something. And then you still don't want to be too rough with it, because nobody's situation is perfect. And if somebody makes it seems like their situation is, they're lying. They lying, because everybody has challenges and issues in their relationships. It's just, you do. It's gonna be the good, the bitter, the bad, and the sweet. hmm The good, the bitter, the bad, and the sweet. You just, and sometimes it mixes all up, and that's just how it is. It can be sweeter than this candy right here. But I just wanted to say that because sometimes I hear a little gossipy stuff, or I've had situations where people would want to give me advice about my situation, and I ain't even talked to you about my situation, but it's their observation, and I'm looking how raggedy their situation is, and they trying to give me some advice. You can't give nobody no advice if you ain't walked the walk. How can you talk the talk? How can you tell me about single parenting? How can you tell me about marriage? How can you tell me about my relationship and you single? You ain't never been married. You don't have no kids. How you can't tell me. You ain't been down that road. And even if you have, everybody has a unique situation. Everybody's is not the same, because the same person that's telling you not to deal with something is at home dealing with something bigger and greater than you. They are. They dealing with some piranhas, serious deep sharks in the deep sea. Big sharks in the deep sea. They are. But they want to tell you about your situation. They want to tell you about your dude. They want to tell you about your girl. And you like, where that come from? So my advice, being grown and sassy, is hey, stay in your own backyard. Don't give advice unless somebody asks you for it. If they ask you for it, use tact and keep it 100 and give your advice. Otherwise, shut up. Okay? Also, don't go around talking about a friend's situation that the friend ain't even put out and disclosed about their situation themselves. You know a little something, so you putting it out there for everybody to know about it, but you're telling this person don't say nothing. This person is telling the next person saying they don't say nothing, and this person telling that person don't say nothing. Then you got a whole block of people that know about it. That they all done said don't say nothing. Mhm. Mhm. That's how I go. I had to think on that one for a minute, because that's some real stuff right there. It's a whole domino effect of a block of folks that know your business, and you ain't even put it out there, but to one person. And it starts with you, because everybody's not trustworthy. Everybody you can't ask for advice and tell them. I don't care how close you think you are. Something gonna seep out usually. Every now and again, you got them unique, rare cases where friendships is tight, like tight, tight, and a person will not let it out. They'll keep it in because they loyal to you like that. You do have that. It's rare, but it's there. It happens. It happens. So otherwise, it's always somebody thinking that they can trust the next person with your shish, and they tell it, and then you got the whole block that knows about it. Folks need to get their own backyard cleaned. That's all I gotta say. Clean your own backyard and your own issues, and stop trying to be private about your stuff most of the time, but talking 100 miles an hour about somebody else's shit. I didn't had enough of it. I walk away from it. It ain't nothing but a bunch of juicy gossip. And 9 times out of 10, when people are talking about somebody else's stuff, they're going to be talking about yours too. Period. Hmm. Really. So that one there, take that to the bank. And then I want to also touch bases on this situation where what's going, as you get older, you really start looking for quality, not quantity. I'm serious. You start looking for quality, not quantity. But you still got some older people that's still trying to have two, three, four, five different women, two, three, four, five different men, and they suffering from all kinds of ailments and this and that. But they trying to do too much. Still trying to be player. When does that stop? When does being player stop? I mean, I have seen it. I've seen it with the older. I've seen it with the younger. I've seen it with the middle age. It's like, what the heck? So when you meet somebody that got a little seasoning to them and you want to check them out or whatever, it seems to be an issue with the loyalty and the commitment. I was talking to a young man that took me to get my rental car today from the body shop. Very nice, older gentleman. I think probably almost 60. It was 50 something, mid 50s, I think. Not from here, from Atlanta, Georgia. Um, and the whole time he was talking about his wife, how beautiful wife he had, and he was talking about wanting to move. He came out here to California to help with his wife's mother, who was an elderly woman, and help her with situations. And they were talking about moving back to Atlanta, and he was talking about the conditions of the Bay. And he's in Oakland, and he was saying how different it is out here, and how people don't really come together. They're against one another, and how the women be trying to holler at a brother, and they don't care if a brother got a woman or wife, and the men don't care if the woman got a man or a husband. Everybody's just out for what they can get to appease themselves. And he had some very cool, strong, deep conversation, and I really respected that brother, because even though he was such a gentleman, helping with my bags and being complimentary and things of that nature, he was given credible compliments about his marriage, about his wife, about, you know, um, it's one lady that lived on the block of where they're staying in his mother-in-law's house, and he's been helping the neighbors with their yard and this and that, because he said in Atlanta they do that. Everybody's out to help one another, and I've heard that too. um and people was like, well, how much you gonna pay me, and how much you gonna charge me, and all that. And he was like, nothing, it's free, I'm just helping you out, and folks is like, what? And it was this one lady that lived on the block, and she was like, well, how come you don't never come over and help me with my fence and my yard and my this and my that? And he said that the lady doesn't even talk to his wife, won't even speak to his wife. She has some kind of attitude with his wife that ain't never did nothing to her, which she's probably A, jealous of the fact that she has a good man, and B, she probably wants him. It has to be something crazy like that for you just not to. You can talk to the husband all day long, but you won't speak to the wife. Okay, that's ridiculous. So his thing, he told her, well, how would that look? Me being disrespectful to my wife, coming over to do your fence, and you don't even speak to my wife. My wife has told me on several occasions that you won't even speak. She'll throw up her hand and you'll just ignore her and things of that nature. So how would that look? And the woman was saying, well, you're helping everybody else out right here in the block. I just felt that it would only be right to help me with my fence. Still trying to be persistent with it. And it's just talking to the brother on that level. And I truly respected what he was saying and totally understood. And, that's what I'm talking about. that loyalty, that commitment, not pushing up on somebody with, well, shoot, you married? Oh, okay. Well, you happy? You cool? See, they want to know. It don't matter if you're married. Are you happy? Because the minute you make it seem like oh, that Negro man, I can't wait till he croak, or I'm just in it to win it, or I'm just wish you, whatever you come up with, and then they figure it's a way to wiggle in. No, if a person is married, respect those boundaries. If you have a good husband or a good wife, and you make that a part of a conversation with the opposite sex in some kind of way on a positive note. Now, I'm not talking about those who will come straight out all the time and, yeah, I can't stand that. Cause you got those that talk about how they can't stand their woman, can't stand their man, but they still with them. Hmm. They still with them, but they can't stand them. So anyway, if you got somebody that's talking on a positive level about theirs while they just having a conversation with you about the day, the conditions, what's happening, just talking about some grown folk, really cool stuff, but they bring up they mate in a positive way. I love it. I love it. And I forgot that brother's name, but I had gotten my car, I'll just say from, I think it was Enterprise. And this brother was right on it. And I mean, best customer service, um good conversation, keeping it 100, and I wish we had more of that. I wish it was more of that today, with grown men and grown women interjecting and talking and respecting boundaries and situations. And if you are single and you pushing up on somebody, push up real, push up positive, you know come at them in a respectable way. Don't come at somebody with, you know all of a sudden, well, damn, I just want to lick you up. I want to sop you up. I want to, man, yeah, man, that ass, that this, that. I mean, no, that's wonderful. Thank you for the compliments if that's what you like, but that's not how you get to know a person. That's not how you push up on a woman when you first are interacting with her, or a man, all up in his pocketbook and his business and what you doing. Well, how much you making it? Shit, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Can you? And y'all ain't even went on a first date. You ain't even talked on the phone 3, 4 days in a row. I mean, come on now. Respect one another. Bring back that grown folk blending and coming together in a positive way, you guys. Keep respecting and loving. And bring back that old school. Bring back that sweetness. Bring back that wonderful positive approach. I love that. I miss that. A man coming at you in a positive, loving way, complimenting you, wanting to do nice things with you. Later on, wanting to do nice things for you. Just always positive about your life, your situation, this and that and that, and also bringing forth what's going on with them so that you can have a cool balance. What happened to all that? What happened to getting to know what's in here, what's up here, what's happened to getting to do that? Everyone is so into being these opportunists when it comes to getting with somebody and getting to know somebody, that they lose sight on the real good genuine things that's missing. And then you wonder why they don't want your suckers. I had to throw that in there. So anyway, I hope this has been some great grown folk talk. Think about some of the things I've said, you guys. They real. It just makes you. It puts you in another zone. It puts you in a different mindset, headspace. To just think about these things. Think about your approach to someone you're interested in. Think about how you talk about the person you're in love with, that you're with. Do you bring that to the surface to the opposite sex? Let them know that you admire and respect who you with, because at the end of the day, they know if they ever had you or was with you, that you would appreciate and respect them in the same way. And that is, man, that's like a diamond in the rough, let me tell you, for real. So, on that note, y'all have a good day. I'm going to finish up mine. It's hot as a mother butter out here, and I got to go. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D, with some grown folk talk in the afternoon. My time is up, but I'll be back at y'all. Look out for me. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Yeah, you may hear from me tomorrow too, talking about some stuff. All right now, take care. Have a great day. Mwah.